Good morning, children. How are you? Today we are going to study a lesson, Taro's Reward. This is a story about a thoughtful and loving son. He works hard to fulfill his parents' wishes and get some unexpected help. This is a Japanese story. Taro was thoughtful and loving son, and he worked hard to fulfill his parents' wishes, his parents' needs, and he gets some unexpected help. A young woodcutter is a person who cuts wood, named Taro. In the beginning, I have told you Taro was a loving son. He was thoughtful. He was loving also. He lived with his mother and father on a lonely hillside. All day long he chopped wood. Chopped is cut into pieces in the forest. Though he worked very hard, he earned very little money. This made him sad, for he was a thoughtful son and wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. Means Taro worked hard. He wanted to earn more money to fulfill his parents' needs. But there was a problem that he earned very little money. One evening, when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut, a strong wind began to blow. It whistled, means the wind whistled, through the cracks of the hut, and everyone felt very cold. Suddenly, Taro's father said, I wish I had a cup of shake. It would warm me and do my old hurt good. Dear children, important meanings have been given in right side. Whistle through, passed through with a whistling sound. This was sound made by the wind. Cracks are narrow gaps or openings. This is very important for you to know the meaning of shake. That is a popular Japanese drink. Sa is pronounced like fa in father, and K rhymes with way. So you can say it fake. This made Taro sadder than ever because he was unable to arrange fake for his father, which was a heart-warming drink called fake, was very expensive. How do I earn more money? He asked himself. How do I get a little fake for my poor old father? He decided to work harder than before. Can you remember his work? Yes, you can remember. Taro was a woodcutter. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. Made his way means went to the forest. He chopped and cut as the sun climbed, and soon he was so warm that he had to take off his jacket. His mouth was dry, and his face was wet with sweat. He thought, my poor old father, he thought, if only he was as warm as I. And with that he began to cough even faster, thinking of the extra money he must earn to buy the fag to warm the old man's bones. Then suddenly Taro stopped coughing. What was that sound he heard? Could it be? Could it be possibly be rushing water? Yes, Taro had heard the sound of rushing water. Yes, Taro could not remember ever seeing or hearing a rushing stream in that part of the forest. He was thirsty. The axe dropped out of his hands and he ran in the direction of the sound, from where the sound of rushing water was coming. Taro saw a beautiful little waterfall hidden behind a rock. Kneeling at a place where the water flowed quietly, he cupped a little in his hands and put it to his lips. Was it water or was it fat? He tasted it again and again, and always it was the delicious fat instead of cold water. Dear children, you should know the meaning of cupped a little in his hands, it means took some water in his hands as if in a cup. Delicious is very tasty. Taro quickly filled the pitcher. Pitcher is a pot, usually made of mud, he had with him and hurried home. The old man was delighted. Old man? Who is old man? Taro's father is the old man. Was delighted means became happy with the fact after only one swallow of the liquid, he stopped shivering and did a little dance in the middle of the floor. This little dance of his father shows the happiness of father after drinking the liquid which Taro had brought from jungle in his pitcher. That afternoon, a neighbor stopped by for a visit. Taro's father politely offered her a cup of the shake. Fuck. Can you tell me, was the visitor a lady or a gents? The visitor was a lady. The lady drank it greedily and thanked the old man. Then Taro told her the story of the magic waterfall. You can see here, Taro was a very gentle person. That is why he told everything to that visitor or lady. Thanking them for the delicious drink, she left in a hurry. By nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the whole village. Means the lady told the story of magic waterfall throughout the whole village. That evening, there was a long procession of visitors to the woodcutter's house. Each man heard the story of the waterfall and took a sip of the fact. In less than an hour, the pitcher was empty. Next morning, Taro started for work even earlier than the morning before. He carried with him the largest pitcher he owned. For he intended first of all to go to the waterfall. Intended means planned. He planned first of all to go to the waterfall. When he reached it, he found to his great surprise all his neighbors there, because they had heard the story of the magic waterfall. That is why all the neighbors were present before there. They were carrying pitchers, jars, buckets, anything they could find to hold the magic fact. Then one villager knelt and held his mouth under the waterfall to drink. He drank again and again and then shouted angrily, "Water! Nothing but water." Others also tried, but there was no fake, only cold water. You should keep in your mind that the waterfall gave Taro the delicious drink, but he gave the villagers only cold water. This is very important. You can see this picture. All the neighbors of Taro told to one another, "We have been tricked. We have been deceived," shouted the villagers. "Where is Taro? Let us drown him in this waterfall." This was very bad. You can see the intention of the villagers. But Taro had been wise enough to sleep behind a rock when he saw how things were going. He was now here to be found. Muttering their anger and disappointment. Muttering is speaking unclearly. The villagers left the place one by one. Taro came out from his hiding place. Was it true? He wondered. Was the fake a dream? Once more he caught a little liquid in his hand and put it to his lips. It was the same fine fake. To the thoughtful son, the magic waterfall gave the delicious fake. To everyone else, it gave only cold water. The story of Taro and his magic waterfall reached the Emperor of Japan. He sent for means called the young woodcutter. Who is young woodcutter? He is Taro. And rewarded him, means rewarded Taro with 20 pieces of gold for having been so good and kind. Then he named the most beautiful fountain in the city after Taro. This, said the emperor, was to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. Dear children, the moral is like this: we should honor and obey our parents. We should honor and obey our elders. So be like Taro, and there is no doubt that you will be helped by unexpectedly. Thank you.